Being that Joe Biden is 81 years old, to me, he has passed the age of retirement, way over the age of retirement. Why is he even in office? When you're past the age of retirement, you shouldn't be working. As a matter of fact, why are any elders over the age of retirement still required to work in a politics? Whether America, Jamaica, anywhere in the world, politics, that shouldn't be, because you should be able to qualify as an advisor because you have the wisdom and life and time and experience. But I don't think when you're past the retirement age, you should be able to be the man in office. So in other words, if you pass the age of retirement and you're in politics, I think you can be a great advisor to the people that's running, whichever party you support. But I don't think you should qualify in no way, shape, or form to be the actual leader or person in that office. The reason why I say that is, listen, rules change every so often, which leads to the mind of the generation, the economy, the place, society itself. Everything is going to change. So a person with 1952 mindset cannot rule over or lead a group of people in 2024 or a group of people who born 2000, because the mindset, the lifestyle, society, everything is different. It requires different behaviors to survive in a today's society than in a Biden time, which to me is why you see so much chaos happening in the White House, in our Congress, because you have a bunch of old people with old mindsets, old belief, as set the laws to the new generation where I grew up with different fundamentals, foundations completely different. That's why we're having so much chaos. So I don't think anybody over the age of retirement should be in politics. Just like how police have a cut-off time, you can't be certain age and apply for the police force. You can't be, I think it's what, 34? You can't be certain age and apply to go in the army. You cannot be certain age and apply to be a teacher. So why can you be 81, 90, and 70 and apply to go into politics to lead the entire country? Come on, man. I think that's something that we should address. I think that's something that we should put a stop to. Just like everybody else have retirement age, I think in politics, people should have retirement age. You should not be so old and be Biden is 81. I work in healthcare with old people, and me not meet too much 81-year-olds with the mindset and the capability mentally to even run their household. So how the hell are we going to sit here as American citizens and have an 81-year-old run the entire country that's supposed to be the most powerful country in this entire world, the country that everybody is looking towards, the country that everybody is focusing on? To me, never go down deep in this, because never tell them, say, to me, I think this is a plot twist, but I'm going to leave that for further on in the life, because look who we have now. This politics, this race we have going on right now in America, we have Joe Biden, 81 years old, whom we've clearly seen multiple times display to us, the public, in interviews, in press conferences, that he's not capable. The man brain freeze sometime, he have glitches sometime, which we are understanding to it because he is an elder. And that's what happens when you are elderly. Your brain does not operate as rapid as a younger person. So I don't believe Joe Biden is a good fit. I strongly believe them pushing Joe Biden, there's a plot twist. This is what I believe. Let me hold on. Let me not straight, because I wrote everything down because I want to go through it step by step. Let me break down the two candidate them. Joe Biden, 81-year-old, senile, semi-senile, my opinion, not the opinion of the world nor diagnosed by any doctor. Me just observing him, watching him, listening him. He's a typical 81-year-old. He's making slow speeches. He's operating on a slow pace. He answers so ridiculous to questions when they're asked based on what's going on in today's world, today's society. He has the mindset of the time he existed in, right? Let's face Donald, break down Donald Trump now. One big, three big words, three nice words. Ex-convicted felon. Huh? Is this America we're talking about? Is this the America that I live in? The America where me give up my nice, clean Jamaican citizenship to live in? We have two candidates where I represent Democrats and Republicans. Democrats, a senior 81-year-old man. Republicans, an ex-felon, ex-convicted felon, allegedly. That's based on the news media and sources, not me, right? People, me not think this makes sense. You know what I mean? See happening right now? You not tell me if I'm wrong. Let's bring up the vice president in the topic. The vice president Kamala Harris, right? Democrats want Joe Biden out. Joe Biden is doing interviews and he's stating that he thinks Kamala Harris is a good candidate. If he didn't think she was a good candidate for presidency, he would not have nominated her to be the vice president. That's what he said. That's Joe Biden's own words, right? So I'm sit down, me don't know me like to think and dissect and break down things. So I'm sit down and I say to myself, say, all right, Kamala Harris, a woman, would she should she be considered in the race? I'm saying, I mean, I think most Americans and most people are going like that because one, she's a woman. Biden thinks she's a good candidate, but the Democrats state that most of the Democrats are saying it's too short of a time to put her in, and on top of that, it's gonna be controversial. I think they're basically saying one, she a woman, so right now if we put her in the office, too much mixed up, too much we have too much oppositions, too much enemies that don't believe that women are great leaders. So no, we cannot use Kamala. That's why I think a lot of the Democrats rather to support Biden than Kamala. Anyways, let's talk about a little bit that Kamala has done. To me, I'm not gonna lie, I might stand by Kamala only because she's a Caribbean descendant, so that makes her an immigrant. So for me, as an immigrant, to reach where you are, you had to have put in a lot of work, or you sell out a big piece of something, right? Um, However, on a more serious note, I've heard her name being mentioned a lot of times on the news, and it's mainly in regards to, again, immigrants, immigration acts, and women's rights. She seems to be very big on women's rights. Me being a woman, I have to support anybody who's supporting women's rights as long as it's of a good cause. When they did talk about the abortion, she was right there. Guys, please remember to like the video. That's how you get the video to trend. Like, and talk to me in the chats or even in the comments because I will see it in the end. Alright? So make we get back. This is what me telling about the plot twist. This is what me see coming. Wanna listen? With all of that, this is what me know. Kamala cannot run against Trump and win. So this is what I see. This is my prediction. Let's put it this way. This is my prediction. Not a plot twist, but my prediction. I believe they're letting Joe Biden run against Trump because he's the only person they see the country will give rather than to give Donald Trump. A lot of people in the country are angry with both parties. They do not like both parties. But if they are forced to choose one, they will rather to choose Biden over Trump because Trump is an ex-convicted felon and most people like to say he's racist. There's a bunch of negative associated with Trump, while with Biden, it's mostly just shots being pointed towards his age. Nothing really there to say, boy, Biden said out the country, Biden this, Biden that. No, it's mostly just eight shots, eight shots, eight shots. So with that, most Americans right now would rather give Biden the office, right? However, in the American law, don't quote me, but if I am clear, I remember that in the American law, in case of removal of the president from the office, Meaning say, in case this 81-year-old old man going to the office and happen to drop dead, guess who becomes president? Kamala Harris. That is the only way it is. I see her making it in the White House at this given moment, and they need her to be the president. My opinion, because with all the gender chaos, the woman chaos, everything going on in the world right now, it would be fit for a drastic change. And the drastic change that America has not seen yet is a woman as the leader. If you look around in the world, a lot of countries that never had women are giving women a touch. Jamaica, for example, gave Portia Simpson Miller a shot at it. She didn't stay long, but she went down in history. So it's now in history that there was a woman prime minister for Jamaica. So I think they're stirring up the pot with Donald and Biden. And when Biden wins back this election, even though I am not a Biden supporter, when Biden do win back this election, I think if Biden wins this election, I think what is going to happen is when we say nature will take its course or something is going to occur in the mental capacity and Kamala is going to be the one to step up and run the office for a while. When Kamala come in, that is when everything I got World War III and everything I got get loose because most of the world, meaning the Middle East and that side of the world, those men will not stand to watch a woman oversee them because America stands over a lot of these countries. So for America to have a woman leader to these men, they'll be answering to a woman. And them man they never have that. We all know that. So we all can just sit tight, go and buy rice and flour and something and stock up because we all know if when me say is what's gonna happen, then World War III is what's coming and we cannot clearly say it come because the things then the systems that are being implemented. If me wrong, I'm gonna drop in the comments, talk to me, let me know what you think or you feel about what me say. Biden a go run, yes. Biden might win, yes. But Biden have a next 4 years. See, take on America and its stress. Biden have a next 4 years to stand up and deal with America's frustration and the world's problem. Because America does not only take on America's problem, America deal with the world problem. So we all know that if this, if what I am saying is what's happening, they're giving Biden this seat, it's simply because once Biden forfeits, the person behind him is who is going to take the office. And to me, that's Kamala. That's why Biden himself made sure every time they ask him, do you think she's a fit for president? He clearly states, yes. That is why I selected her to be VP. I have to listen and pay attention, And I have to make sure we pay attention to these things. Because these are the small statements that we miss. And then when the big picture put in front of us, we sit down dumb and clueless. Biden is putting up a fight right now. Remember, the whole 3/4 of the Democrats are saying he needs to step down, he needs to step down. And they're doing this publicly, which is something I don't like. But make we jump over to Jamaican politics for a second. You see, what's happening in the Democratic Party right now is the exact same thing that's happening in the People's National Party in Jamaica right now. The People's National Party is tearing apart from inside, and that's one of the worst tear down you can possibly go through. An internal destruction. Because when something is destroyed from the belly, there's a whole lot of fixing that. That's the root. And I see it happening on both in both parties, and it's raising a lot of question marks in my head. So it's this is why I come to talk to you guys today because I want you guys to go watching the news, go reading on Google, wherever I get to the source of information from, and look into what I'm saying. We all know anytime the president cannot stand, the VP takes office. And right now, we know Biden, even if Biden wins this election, he will not outdo the next next 4 years. If y'all think I'm wrong, drop it in the comments. I'm gonna end this live because I want to come back and talk about Shaniel Mir, and that is not a topic to add to that one. Yeah, I want to talk about Shaniel Mir. I want to talk about how many in a JPS worker string up lights and do not cross the country of Jamaica. Because we drive from Clarendon to the Montego Bay Airport. We drive all the way from Maypen to Montego Bay, and I never pass one JPS worker on the road. So guys, watch this video. Thank you for all of you guys who were here with me and watched it to the end. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new, and don't forget to like. Until next time.